Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the session. We'll just wait a minute or two just to allow for everyone to join. In the meantime, two things. Do just pop into the chat where you're dialing in from, what country. We do like to know what countries are represented. And also here's a quick poll just for you guys to fill in so we know, we like to know how you heard about us. So just answer that question and then pop into the chat where you're coming in from. You can pick more than one thing as well. And if there's something that's not listed, please feel free, just pop that into the chat. And we'll begin in a few moments. Great. Right, so while we're waiting, just a quick some housekeeping. So welcome everyone. My name's David. I'm from the Lowy International School here on campus. I'm delighted to be here co-hosting this session. And this is very much an overview session. So I'll give you more general information about Tel Aviv University, about the Lowy International School and what it's like here to be a student and some information about the programs as well. I'm also joined by my colleague, Laura, who's works with us here in the marketing team. Laura's also a current student here at TAU and will also be hosting the student panel session tomorrow. So please do feel free. Okay, I think we'll begin. So I think most of you, which is interesting, heard about us from our website, alumni of the program, a different website, social media, and email, which is very interesting. So thank you. Okay. So I'm going to begin by playing a short video. It's called Taoism, and I think it just, it just sums up what it's like to come into study here at Tel Aviv University. Here we go.
Tel Aviv University International, the only place in the world where you can study Taoism. What is Taoism? Well, it's a local philosophy that says the best way to study is through experience. Understand with your head, learn with your feet. The best way to study a multicultural society is to live in one. Be ready with your elevator pitch. You never know who you'll meet on campus. If you want to learn the best marketing strategies, just go to the local market. Reading about the Startup Nation? Write your own chapter. Study literature in the place that inspired the bestseller of all time.
I'm sorry, I keep having to admit people, that's why the video is pausing. I'm sorry.
Until you witness one. At TAU, there is always room for more questions and 400 labs to find the answers. Come experience the wisdom of Taoism at Tel Aviv University International, where first-class education meets a second-to-none lifestyle.
Great. So I think, that just sums up, what it's like to come into study at Tel Aviv University. And it's the philosophy that, you study best through experience. You learn with your head, you understand with your feet, and learning happens everywhere. And sometimes where you least expect it. So when you come to study with us, you don't just learn in a classroom, you learn in a campus, in a city, in a country. All of these things will transform you. I do want to just do another quick poll. We have a couple of them tonight. I just think it just makes it a bit more interactive. So I do just want to get an idea of who you are. Are you a prospective undergrad student? Are you a parent, a prospective graduate student, high school counselor? Please feel free and just add the most, just so it gives us an idea as well. If you pressed other, then do pop into the chat what that other is, so we can know to add it for next time. Okay, so I think I'll just share it. So you can see pretty much half of you are prospective graduate students, followed by undergrad at 33%. So that's very interesting and good to know. Okay, so let's continue. And so that video you just watched, I mean, we filmed it on campus a couple of years ago. A lot of the extras were international students that we filmed here on campus. So let's continue. So listen, this is a good snapshot of Tel Aviv University and who we are. To those who don't know much about us, we're Israel's largest institution of higher education. We have 30,000 students, and of that, 2,500 are international. And they come from all over the world, from over 100 countries. Typically, 40 to 50% come from North America, but the rest come from all over the world, from, Latam, Europe, Asia, Australia, South Africa, as well as the international community here in Tel Aviv. You saw in the video that, we have 400 labs and 130 research institutions. We have 3,500 projects annually. This is a big, big institution. We also have two offices worldwide. We have a small one in Brazil. Andre, who's there helping students and prospective students from all over South America with admissions, advice. He's able to give advice on scholarships, on where to look for funding, etc. We also have an office in New York. There's a team of 5 people there. And in addition to working with partners and other universities in the US, they also, deal with admissions and recruitment and also the finance function as well. So if anybody is here from the US, then they're able to assist you with US federal loans as well. So I won't go into all of them, but listen, we're very proud of our ranking. As I said, we're Israel's largest and most comprehensive institution of higher education. We're the #1 choice among Israeli students. We're in the top 100 innovation university by Reuters. There's a couple here I want to point out. The number 5th in the world for entrepreneurship and the top 10 of schools producing VC-backed founders. So in these rankings, plus also the number 8th for graduates, established unicorn companies worth $1 billion. In these rankings, we are the only non-US institution to make these top 10 lists. So we're up there ranked alongside leading American institutions like Stanford, MIT, UC Berkeley, and Harvard. So very proud of that. So as I mentioned, we're a multidisciplinary institution of academic excellence, and our impact is felt large and wide. So I said before, we have 9 faculties. So we have a vast range of research and teaching fields that create unique and fascinating connections between disciplines that are not traditionally connected to each other. And that alone provides, infinite possibilities for academic creativity. World-class faculty, renowned professors. Every year, our students perform over 300,000 hours of community service. And studying abroad, it's not just about academics, it's also about the connections you make. And we offer a diverse and dynamic community where, you can be yourself and connect with fellow students from all over the world. just a quick snapshot here of our alumni. This is very much a community that's changing the world in different fields. It's 200,000 strong and 15,000 international alumni. You see, I mentioned earlier our rankings in business, entrepreneurship, and innovation, and you'll see that reflected here in some of these amazing alumni of us. Also, we have people here like Professor Anit Sachi, who developed a new way to treat melanoma through a nano vaccine for skin cancer as well. So we hope that after you come to Tel Aviv University, you'll be as successful and make an impact in your region and area of expertise and help fly the flag for TAU. So, of course, we have amazing connections with industry. Every year on campus, we have amazing events like annual Cyber Week, AI Week. These are, internationally acclaimed top AI and cybersecurity events in the world. They're usually a week long, and it's a unique gathering of experts, industry leaders, startups, investors, academics, diplomats, government officials, etc. And they sometimes have 9 to 10,000 attendees from more than 80 countries here on campus. We also have Remote, which is a business engagement center. And in summary, they identify, nurture, and transform TAU inventions into products. We have TAU Ventures, which is an academic venture capital fund that actually runs programs for early stage technologies and offers partnerships with leading companies. We have the Entrepreneurship and Innovation Center on campus, run by professionals from the industry. Ignite by Collar, that's an entrepreneurship club from the Collar School of Management. We also have these amazing companies. You'll see their logos here, Microsoft, Google. They all come to campus every year. There's career fairs that happen on campus. They come here and recruit students to come and join them. Before I go on to the next slide, another poll, I just want to see how many of you have ever been to Israel before. Let me just launch it. So just let me know if you've been to Israel or you've never been here. Okay, okay. I'll just wait a few more seconds and then I'll share this. Okay, I'll share. So I think 75% of you have been here before and 25% have not. So it just leads me on to the next slide. So, Tel Aviv, it's a pulsating, vibrant city. As you can see, it's a coastal city with amazing beaches. It's Israel's cultural and commercial capital. It's been named the Mediterranean capital of cool by the New York Times. It's a non-stop city with amazing nightlife, cuisine, and cultures that you can never stop exploring. I've lived here well for over 12 years. It's amazing. I love it. It's also home to the world's third most sushi restaurants per capita, if you're interested, and also the Silicon Valley of the Middle East. Within a couple of miles radius of campus, you have over 2 or 3,000 startup companies here. It also has, for any architecture fans, one of the largest collections of Bauhaus architecture in the world. And that's what gives it the common nickname, the White City, because Bauhaus buildings are characteristically white. So this is just some pictures of the dorms here. So of course we have dorms on campus. It's not compulsory to live in the dorms, but if you do want to live in the dorms, we have dorms just adjacent to campus. You can see the pictures here. 24-hour security, they have laundry facilities, there's a gym, there's also a creche for students who have children. They're great. They're just next to campus. Also, everything you need is round about. There's, food court, there's shops, there's supermarkets, there's restaurants, and all just 20 to 25 minutes from downtown Tel Aviv. You can walk from there to Hayarkon Park. There's also a couple of two huge shopping centers, just a few minutes walk from the dorms. And also there's a new light railway being built just next to our entire campus on Hayim, Lebanon, that will take you, downtown, also north, in a fraction of the time that it used to take before. This is a short video. I'm not going to play all of it, but I just want to play it from the middle. It's just a recent student. This is actually is the dorm village here. You can see, and our building where we're sitting right now is just here. We are at the greenhouse just in front of the Broshim dorms. This was a student who just filmed this. I'm going to just play it, not all of it, because it's a bit long, and I think she only goes into the dorms halfway through. So let me just, there we go. So play it from here. I want it to play. Okay, there's something wrong with this deal. Okay, I'll send it to you guys afterwards. I don't know why it's not playing. Funding. So don't worry about, I'll send this out to you guys by email afterwards, but on our website, we do have a list of all of the scholarship options that we offer, and also external sources of finance from other organizations. So I do recommend for you guys to check that out. We also have Israel's very first sports scholarship, which is pretty much a full scholarship. That's up to $25,000 per year. So that will cover the entire tuition of either an undergrad or a graduate degree, and probably cover housing and a little bit left to live on as well. Jewish life on campus, wherever you are on the spectrum of Jewish life, we want you to know that there's a home here at TAU for you. You'll find an inclusive and nurturing an environment where you can thrive academically, socially, and spiritually as a Jewish student. You don't have to be Jewish to come to study with us, of course. That's one of the questions I get asked quite a lot. Absolutely not. But if you are Jewish or you want to explore Judaism, if you're coming to study in Israel, you can also do that through GLIC, who came to campus a couple of years ago. They've built an amazing community of both Jewish students and non-Jewish students for them to meet. They have Shabbat dinners together. They have study sessions, daily minyanim. They do amazing, amazing events. That picture there in the middle on the left-hand side, that's Rabbi Eitan, who's our on-campus rabbi as well. And he's happy to welcome any students who wants to come and either explore their Jewish background or explore Judaism if you're coming to study in Israel. I'll say a few things. I mean, obviously, the best thing about coming to study with us is our wonderful programs. 9 faculties. This is one of the best places to study in Israel, if not the world. But the second best thing, I think, is the student life. So we have a team of community leaders, and they are very much, your first point of contact. You'll meet them during orientation. They'll introduce you to life at Tel Aviv University. They're also in charge of organizing extracurricular and cultural activities. They'll take you off on excursions to explore Tel Aviv, and also immersive experiences to get an authentic taste of life in Israel, and also volunteering opportunities, supporting and contributing to Israeli society. What's more, they'll also encourage you to become active members of our community. They'll provide you with the necessary tools and resources to start a club or implement another community building idea you can come up with. So a couple of short reels from some of our students. I hope they'll play. Okay, something wrong with my slide deck. So let me just stop sharing and let me just try it again, because they should be. Let me just try again. There we go. There we go. Um, if you guys don't see it, just let me know. Why are these not playing? This is very strange. I just updated this slide deck a few. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's see. Third time lucky, let's hope. Wait, this is really annoying. Wait. I'm really sorry, I can't get them to play for some reason. I'm so sorry. I'll send them out to you guys afterwards. They're such really, really cool um, reels that we took of students that are showing their favorite spot on campus, why they come to study here. Really, really amazing, amazing things. And I'm so sorry why they're not playing for some bizarre reason. If anyone knows, please let me know. Um, But that actually leads me on to this. You guys can actually reach out to any of our current students and chat with them. We have the Uni Buddy on our website where you can actually see all of our student ambassadors. There's 45 of them there. They're available to chat with you. You can chat with them online. There's this app, you can reach out to them. You can search for people based on what they're studying or where they're from or what languages they speak, and they'll be happy to chat with you and answer any questions about what it's like to be a student here at TAU. I mentioned student-led clubs and events. So of course we have the community team, and like I say, they're very much, they're there to, support you and welcome you. But I do want to quickly ask, let me just see, if there's any student club you would like to see at Tel Aviv University. So we have clubs here. They have Hebrew speaking clubs. They've had Russian speaking clubs. They have chess clubs, yoga clubs. You can see in the pictures here. If there's anything that you think you would like to see that you could either do yourself, then please pop that into the poll. We'd love to know that. And don't be shy. We have a couple of people there answered. So, and by the way, those pictures here you'll see at the top, this is our outside garden of the greenhouse here where we're based. This middle picture of the yoga, that's our building, that's our classroom here, which is this glass wall here. This is the room where we do lots of student-led clubs, events, activities, get-togethers, etc. And these are just pictures of people doing some volunteer work. That's Eitan, our on-site rabbi. Okay, we have 4 answers, so I'm just going to see what people said. What we said, oops. Perfect. Dance, music production, the most desired, sports. I think one of the sort of most popular ones are, things with yoga or mindfulness, those types of areas. But we're always looking to add new, and we always want students, and we'll give you the support and the tools you need, to make that happen. Okay. And there's some pictures of them doing some volunteer work. This is our community team here and here. There's Eitan. I don't know what they were doing here. I think they were doing some volunteer up north, I think, preparing boxes of food to someplace. On-campus events as well. There's some amazing pictures here. This was from a joint Hanukkah and Christmas celebration on campus with students and the community team. Then there's ones here from the Purim party just recently. Again, this is the big picture outside our garden area. And then these two are in our big classroom downstairs. Very much the hub. And this is Tamar in the middle here, one of the community leaders. Okay, so next up, I'm just going to talk a bit about, so I hope that's given you an idea of what it's like to be here from a student life perspective. I'll talk a bit about the programs that we have here. Program tag. Now, I think I pretty much know the answer to this because of the first poll that we asked who you were. I think most of you are going to be looking in to do a graduate degree, but please do pop that in. So I think as expected, like, most of you are looking for a graduate degree, but also there's a couple of you here that are also looking for an undergraduate degree as well. So that's good because that leads me straight into, so we're the hub on campus, we're the Lowy International School, we're the hub for all international programs, international students. We have 60 programs here in total, from graduate degrees, study abroad programs, short-term programs, mainly in the summer, master's degrees all the way up to PhD and postdoc. So you can literally come to us post high school and matriculate your entire way throughout higher education. So some of you did mention about undergraduate degrees. So we have amazing options here at undergraduate level. We have a BA in liberal arts, where you major or minor in, you have a list of 8 different tracks: entrepreneurship, innovation, psychology, Middle Eastern studies, data science. You can major or minor in those different areas. We also have a dual degree program with Columbia in New York. So you come and follow our curriculum for 2 years, and then go to Columbia in New York and do years 3 and 4 there. And at the end of those 4 years, you get 2 BAs, one from us and one from Columbia. There's a BA in management and liberal arts, a dual major. We also have a brand new BSc in electrical engineering. This is an academic integration track for new immigrants that I'll talk about in a moment, and also a BA in music. So apart from the BSc and the BA in music, all the others are 4 years. Sorry, also the dual degree is 4 years. The BA in liberal arts and the BA in management and liberal arts are both 3 years, and the other programs are 4 years. So I mentioned academic integration tracks for new immigrants. So this is a great chance there's 3 BAs and 1 MA for you to come and start your program either in English or French. And also study the program at the same time, take extensive Hebrew classes, and then transfer to the Hebrew Top program either in years 2 or 3, and then graduate from the Hebrew Top program. These are new programs that we just started, some of them last year, and some of them are just new for the upcoming academic year, where they're in collaboration with Minhal Studentim, which is the Israeli Students Authority. So we're organizing them through them. There's also, if this is relevant to any of you, we're hosting a webinar session next week with Minhal Studentim and myself to talk more about these specific tracks and the application process from Minhal Studentim. Okay, so graduate programs, we have, amazing, we have a lot more graduate programs than undergraduate programs, I will say. We have lots of options here. MA, MSCs, MBAs, LLM, also the graduate degree in music as well. For most of them, you have to have obviously an undergraduate degree with a minimum GPA, recommendation letters, a resume, a personal essay, proof of English proficiency. Some programs do ask for you to have a particular undergraduate degree in a specific field. For example, if you're coming to do the LLM, you have to have an LLB or an undergraduate degree in law. For a lot of the MSc programs, biomedical engineering, environmental engineering, medical sciences, neuroscience, plant sciences, etc., your undergraduate degree should be in a related field. But for some of them, for example, ancient Israel studies, conflict resolution, TESOL, it doesn't really matter that much what your undergraduate degree is in. We also have a new MA we're about to open up for this year, which is the MA in Jewish Studies. That's about to go live hopefully soon. And that's a great new program in collaboration with the Correct Center here at the Anu Museum. Now you'll see we have the asterisks next to them where it says subsidized program tuition. I think first of all, our tuition for all these programs, with the exception of the MBA program, it ranges from 11,300 US dollars to 21,000 US dollars. The MBA program is a bit more. I think it's 42 or 43,000 US dollars. But those programs with the one asterisk next to them, they are subsidized for Olim Chadashim. So if you make Aliyah and you come in to live in Israel, you get certain benefits from Minhala Studentim to put towards your study experience, and they will pretty much cover the tuition because they're hybrid with Israelis who study these fields in English. The tuition costs are lower for Olim Chadashim than international students as well. So amazing options here. Most are at least 1 year, and most of them also offer the option of a thesis as well. Most of them are also still open for the upcoming academic year. The closing dates differ. Apart from neuroscience, I think is closed for the upcoming academic year. I think the rest of them are still open. But do apply quickly. As long as you apply before the end of March, which is next week, then you're guaranteed housing and you have a better chance of securing housing and also scholarships as well. Study abroad, just if any of you are thinking of going someplace else for your undergraduate degree, listen, you can come to us for the semester, take courses, get credit for those courses, and then go back to your home universities at the end of the semester. We have a general study abroad program and also a couple of specialized tracks in law and also entrepreneurship, innovation, and business as well. We also have short-term programs in the summer. You can come. We have an online course in Middle East and Israel studies. We have 2 amazing summer research programs, one in the sciences, where you'll come here for 8 weeks. You'll join a lab, you'll do research in the lab, and you'll present your findings to the rest of the faculty at the end of those 8 weeks. There's also a research program in the humanities. So again, the same thing, you will be partnered with a professor in the humanities and social sciences to do research. There's a summer research program in epidemiology and preventative medicine. That one is at graduate level, the others are undergraduate. There's also a great summer internship program. So you come, I think it's for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, where you'll come and we have lots of internship options, not here at the university, but at organizations outside, NGOs, charities, companies in the education field, high tech. You'll come, you'll intern with them, and you'll come to campus 1 day a week for a career workshop. These all happen in the summer. There's also language programs here as well. So if you want to come, first of all of our programming is in English. So you don't need to know Hebrew to come to study here unless you want to come and do one of the academic integration tracks for new immigrants. But if you want to learn some Hebrew while you're here, you can do that. We have Hebrew Opan in the summer, in the semesters. We have a prep program for academic Hebrew. There's also a summer academic English program for students who want to brush up on their academic English before they come and do a degree program with us. You can also potentially come, you can do the academic English and also the Hebrew Opan potentially at the same time as well. And also PhD, as you saw at the beginning in the video, this is a big institution. 125 research institutions, 400 labs. There's a dedicated research office here on campus and also a dedicated resource here at the international school that can assist you and help you if you do want to come and do a PhD with us. Also on our website, we do have a list of all of the open research positions here on campus. It's quite extensive and you can basically upload everything and apply online very, very simply and easily. Oh, there's the contact details. I'll also say that if you come on a student visa, unfortunately, you can't work while you're in Israel. But if you come and do a graduate degree or a PhD in these specific fields, engineering, data science, computer science, physics, or medicine, they are classified as, high tech, which means you'll be able to work part-time while you're studying and also full-time for up to 5 years after your degree as well. I recommend you guys follow us. Please do scan us here. This takes you to our social media. Please do follow us. And I hope that's given you an overview of the university. I'm happy to answer any questions. Please feel free to pop into the chat or you can switch on your camera if you want. Any questions? Laura, do you want to say a few words? You're a student, where you're from, what you're studying, why you picked TAU.
Hi, so my name is
I
Laura.
think I can't hear you. I think you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
No,
What about now?
no, no. If you click on the audio and just try to do it while you're
Hello?
checking that out, I think there's
No.
a couple of hands raised. Feel free to switch on your camera and ask away.
Do you hear me now?
No, I can hear you because we're in the
Still
office
no?
together, but not on the
Well,
Zoom.
but I see here.
Typically, I mean, once you apply, they do tend to turn around quite quickly. So, a couple of
Something
weeks, I
here.
think, is usually it's okay. Unless you're applying for the dual
Yes.
degree with Columbia, typically the timeline is usually about 3 or 4 months from the deadline until when. Oh, you guys can hear? I can't hear Laura. Is it just me?
Now you hear me?
I can't hear you, but if everyone else can hear you, then it's okay. Maybe it's just my microphone. I'm having some technical problems today with not being able to play those reels. That was so annoying. Katie, you asked if students can join the second semester of the school year. Are you mean the spring semester? Potentially, it depends what program you're thinking of. The undergrad, some of them do have a spring intake, and also one or two, I think, of the graduate programs do allow a spring intake as well.
Can you hear me right now? Hello? Wait, David?
I'm just actually going to see if I can play those videos again because I'm so annoyed and I'm so sorry. I've worked here 6 years and I've never seen that happen before. It's very annoying. You're welcome, Katie. Here we go. Let me just. Oh, and by the way, if you want to speak to our student ambassadors, then register for the student panel session, which is happening tomorrow.
Hello, David?
I can't hear you on the Zoom.
Oh. Never mind.
They can hear you? Okay, so it's to do with my computer for some reason.
Okay, what about now? Now? They say they can hear me.
Can you guys pop into the chat if you can't
Okay.
hear Laura speaking?
It says here that I'm speaking, so I think yes.
Can you guys all hear Laura okay? If you can't, just let us know.
You can also do a heads up, thumbs up.
I also can't play those videos.
Okay, they can hear me.
Okay, so
Thank you,
the problem is with
yeah.
me. Okay, they can hear you. I can hear you because we're
Okay.
in the office. I can't hear you on the Zoom, which might explain why I couldn't play those videos. So feel free. Okay, you can talk, Laura. Go on, and I'll try to
Okay.
sort out this technical issue with these videos.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Laura. I'm a student here. So if you have any questions about the student life or any question related to the university, you can ask me. Also, tomorrow we will have a student panel. It's a great opportunity if you want to talk to the current students that are in the international school. And somebody mentioned about a dance club. We have a dance club. We have a salsa club. So if you are interested in learning how to dance salsa, you can do so. We also have a Motor UN club, and we have many, many more clubs. And if you want to create your own club, you can also do that. And that's it. We have
I can hear
amazing
you now.
events. Okay, perfect.
It's something to do with my audio settings, so I apologize. Keep going. Sorry, Laura.
If you have any questions about how does it look the day-to-day life of the students, about the classes, about the exams even, you can ask us that tomorrow in the student panel that we are holding. And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, I've got the videos playing now. Woohoo. It was something to do with sometimes if I don't restart my headphones on Zoom, it gets stuck for some reason. So I'm really sorry. Okay. Let's hope you guys can hear that.
Guys, my name is Asaf and I'm an international student here at Tel Aviv University. Although I'm here currently inside the campus, we're actually going to take you guys outside and show you some of the cool activities you have in the Ramat Aviv area of Tel Aviv. Come with us. Alright guys, as you can see right behind me we have the student bar, and it's a really good place to get a drink with your buddies right after working really hard in some assignments. Okay guys, here's the entrance that we were just at. Now we're gonna head north to Ramat Aviv Mall. Alright guys, here we have it. This is Ramat Aviv Mall. It's just a bit north of the entrance of the university. And here you can come with your friends and do some crazy shopping. You have the crazy high-end fashion stores and stuff, like Louis Vuitton store. And over here you can just chill out in the coffee shop. This is called Hollandina. Highly recommended. And come check it out. Alright guys, over here we have a personal favorite of mine. This is in Bodetsky Street. It's a little bit to the right of Ramat Aviv Mall. It's still very close to the university. Over here we have a bunch of shops, restaurants, and supermarkets even. This one over here is AMPM, a very famous supermarket chain in Israel. Over there in the back we have Yusuf Hummus, very, very good hummus place, highly recommended. And also you have a bunch of other coffee shops and stuff. I highly recommend it. Come check it out.
Well, this one I think is her favorite spots on campus.
Hello, my name is Alexandra,
My name is Ark.
and today we are going to show you
A day in the life of Global
A day in the
MBA.
life.
From the headquarters of Global MBA, where we store our memories and do our professional work.
So this is the place where we work on our projects and do our assignments.
Sometimes this place can also be my office.
Break time between the classes. How successful our startup is going to be?
Successful enough to be on this board. Are you having coffee right now?
Yes, it's coffee break.
This is where we come for our lecture.
Winding down after a long day of MBA classes.
Why are you still having your notebook on you?
I am connected.
Okay, and this one I think is favorite spots on campus.
My favorite place on campus is like in the back of Gilman. There's these like sun chairs and they're just really fun to sit on in the sun.
My favorite place on campus is the Recanati elevator because I don't like to go up 4 flights of stairs.
My favorite place on campus is the jewelry stand.
Okay, my favorite place on campus is the grass outside of Recanati because we always, when we have our management classes, we always sit there in the breaks and talk about our previous classes in E and like reset.
My favorite place on campus is Aroma because there's always a good vibe and it's a good place to study.
My favorite place on campus is Neto because I love coffee.
My favorite place on campus is the tennis courts. Why? Why? Because I love tennis.
I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys earlier, but our campus, first of all, it's Israel's biggest campus, 220 acres, and also voted Israel's most beautiful campus as well. And you'll see the picture in the middle, that's from the roof terrace of the business faculty. You have an amazing view of the downtown Tel Aviv skyline. You can't see it in this picture, but to the right, you can also see out towards the sea. Now that I've got the camera, I think I can play this video, which is a virtual visit. Yes.
Laundry rooms where students can wash and dry their clothes. Welcome to my room.
Here we go.
Welcome to K114. Let's head on in. Welcome to the kitchen. The kitchens feature 2 stovetops, a microwave, a full-size refrigerator and freezer, and lots of cabinet storage space. All of the rooms contain a desk with 2 chairs, television, and an air conditioner that heats when it's cold and cools when it's hot. Because this is an enlarged studio, this room also comes with a table, some extra chairs, and a couch. This is the bathroom. As you can see, all the bathrooms come with, of course, a toilet and a sink and a shower. The Broshim dormitories offer a variety of different dorm styles for students of all walks of life. In addition to the traditional double occupant or single occupant rooms, there are also rooms for couples as well as rooms for families. Just outside the Broshim dormitories entrance, you can find a student gym only for Broshim residents. Students swipe in using their ID card. There's a variety of cardio machines, as well as weight machines, as well as free weights. Welcome to Building K. This is where a lot of the international students reside. Featured in Building K, we actually have a 24-hour study space where students can go to study. There's also a playroom for children that's especially helpful for families who might live here, as well as PhD students who might have kids. And there's also a bike space where you're able to park your bikes outside, as well as an indoor space for when you would like to shield your bike from the elements.
We actually have 2 dorm complexes on campus. These ones, which are the Broshim dorms, where you live by yourself or you can share a room with someone else. We also have another dorms, the Einstein dorms, that are the other side of campus. And there you do roommate with at least 1 other person. Typically, there's 2 bedrooms per apartment, and you usually have 2 students per bedroom. So 4 students per flat. And you obviously have a kitchen, a small living area, and bathroom as well. But of course, they have the same facilities: 24-hour security, Wi-Fi, laundry facilities, a small gym, etc. And also just behind the Broshim dorms, you do have the train station as well. So I'm pleased I was able to play that video. Any more questions, please feel free, let us know. We're happy to... Oh, Ami, go ahead.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
So my questions are about admission.
Sorry, I missed it. Yeah.
You what, sorry? You...
Can you hear me? Is there any interruption or anything?
I can't hear, so I can't hear properly. Can anyone else hear, or let me know, or pop into the chat?
Can you hear me better?
Now I can hear you, yes.
All right. So
that's much better, much better.
So my questions admission process related. And so I would like to apply for life sciences, and so so far what I've seen or read, I need to contact the faculties, and I need convince a faculty to be my supervisor, and so far I have mailed a faculty, and so it was kind of my mail was more like motivational letter, and,
Probably leaving and I need
and
I need something.
Okay.
I'm here until late today.
and also I mailed the secretariat for life sciences. I think her name is Ilona, but so far I haven't received any reply from them.
Reply.
Like, I mean, not
Okay.
yet. I'm still waiting. But I'm just wondering, like, if I'm like going in the right direction, because, like, for example, I shared my transcripts, like academic transcripts, with Ilona, the secretariat, and so that's that. And I shared my CV with the professor, and just so I'm wondering, like, because I have done at least like the preliminary steps, like I mean, according to what I read on the website. So I'm just
Yeah.
wondering, like,
Of
that's
course, sure.
or
What I recommend with the MSc programs, especially in life sciences and medical sciences, they operate, the admissions operate a bit differently to the other international programs because they're mainly in the faculties, so you have to apply via the faculty secretariat. They also may send you to the registration of Hebrew programs to check your documentation, etc. You're in touch with Alana, which is the best person. I also recommend you reach out to Meshe. Meshe is at the international school. She's the research students coordinator. She can also assist you if you're facing any brick walls or not hearing back from anybody. She'll be able to assist you and help you. Have you been in touch with her yet or no?
no.
Let me send you, I'll pop into the chat. Let me just get her email address and I will
Yeah.
send that to you.
I'm just wondering because I'm not familiar with like the maybe like the academic culture here. So I'm just wondering, like, does it take a bit of time for
But for
them
those
to?
ones, it does. There's a bit of bureaucracy involved with those types of programs. It does take a bit longer.
And also, like, it's like a general question. So because for the MSc and it's mentioned that kind of like we need to have like certain marks in the bachelor's. So certain like the cutoff value like 80 out of 100. So I'm wondering, I have both bachelor's, BSc, and MSc degrees. But then again, I'm not. I would like to do like I would like to kind of like do another MSc at Tau. Like it's more like a specialization because I feel like but the thing is kind of like just wondering like if I will be evaluated only by my bachelor's like
I
grade
see. Yeah.
or like so it's kind of like will my master's degree will be fully disregarded or so.
To be frank, it's not a question I can answer, or I don't want to answer it without knowing. I've put into the chat just to you the email address of Meshe, who is the research students coordinator. Reach out to her, and also again chase Ilana in the faculty, and to find out what's happening there. By all means, feel free to chase them by email regularly. It's not a problem.
Sure, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh. Any other questions before we wrap up? We have a few minutes left. Feel free to pop into the chat.
He's not here. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Well, listen, guys, I want to say thank you so much for coming to join. It's been a pleasure to meet you, to tell you a bit more about what it's like to come and study here, what it's like to be a student here at Tel Aviv University. Applications are still open for the upcoming academic year. So, the sooner you apply, the sooner you have a better chance of securing, of being accepted and securing dorms and scholarships as well. So don't delay. If any of you are going to be in Israel or you're currently here, we do have a on-campus open day in May. Let me get the correct date, which will be Friday the 16th of May. So I think from 9 a.m. until 12 noon, the entire campus will be open, not just the international school. Every faculty will be open. There'll be events happening, lectures. You can come and meet all the different faculty across all the programs. So please, if you're in Israel on the 16th of May, then do come along to campus. Thank you so much, Laura, for coming and joining. It was a delight. It was a pleasure. Don't forget, guys, to join the student panel session tomorrow if you want to speak and chat with our student ambassadors. Other than that, have a great day and thank you for joining. Take care.
Thank you, David.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.